the back and forth between my husband and my daughter, my husband eventually moved out of the house with his son, and that was the last time I ever saw him in person. My husband later sent me the divorce papers through his lawyer. While all of this was going on, I traveled to China once again in order to restock my business, but on my arrival at the airport, I saw my husband together with a younger lady being escorted by the airport security. At this point, I was curious as to why they were arrested, and upon probing, I was shocked about what I discovered. So all those years that I was with this man, he was into organ harvesting business, and that was how he made so much money. But he actually fooled me into thinking that he made all this money from the legitimate business that he was doing. Apparently, my own daughter's kidney that was purported to be transplanted into his own body was all a lie. So everything was planned by my husband and other doctors upon my husband discovered that a rich man's doctor somewhere needed a kidney donor in order to survive. My husband then pretended to be sick with some falsified document in order to convince all of us that he was really sick. According to him, he was convinced that either my daughter or I will volunteer to donate our kidney because of the false love that he has given it to us all these years. I remember vividly that on the day of the surgery, I wasn't allowed into the theater, so those purported stitches that I found on my husband's body later were all carefully constructed in order to make me believe that he actually went under the knife or he actually had surgery. So in a nutshell, my husband actually harvested my daughter's kidney and sold it. How wicked and heartless can this man be? The story didn't end there. Apparently, whenever I travel out of the country for my business trip, my husband together with the partners would travel to villages where a lot of poor people lived. He would then convince their parents to release their children to him with the pretense that they were going to work for him at the city. Unfortunately, those poor children were just victims for his organ harvesting business. Fortunately, one of those parents called for his arrest when his child passed on a few weeks after he came back home. The autopsy report revealed that the child actually passed on because of a poor surgery that was performed on him. And when he was eventually arrested, he confessed that he has harvested over 300 organs, which he has transported all over the world with the help of his partners. He has since been sentenced to life in imprisonment, and unfortunately, my daughter never got to have her kidney back, and she's now living or surviving with just one kidney. Let us all try as much as possible to be safe out there, because there are lots more people like my former husband that are out there to harm innocent souls.